We decided we will focus on the area of higher education, and we said we will look at working professionals who've already worked in industry for some time. They now want to invest in their education, and they look for an education program which is not too long because they've already worked. They don't want to necessarily take long internships and projects which are meant for freshers. And if you look at any 2-year MBA program, actually it is only a 15-month program, rest are vacations. So we thought that the opportunity cost for a working professional is too high to go off for 2 years. And all over the world, the 1-year program is becoming the norm now for working professionals. So we thought we should design a 1-year program, intense 1-year program, 6 days a week rather than 5 days a week. And we said that we will offer a 1-year program which people will take time off from their companies, come and study with us. And we said we will divide that program into 3 parts. The character building part, which is all about your own values and how much you care to change your worldview. We will invest as much as 40% of our entire curriculum on character development. And we will spend another 40% in improving the capacity to think. This is all about leadership. This is not about management. So we thought we have enough of management, and we have very good management in many companies, but we don't have enough leadership, especially inspired leadership. That's why we created a whole school around that. In very simple terms, therefore, we say our vision is to develop leaders who deeply care. That means they have the right character, who are aware, so they have the right capacity to think, and then who dare. That means they have the enthusiasm to follow the path of relentlessly pursuing goals which make organizations and the world better. So in simple terms, we say building leaders with character for care, competence for aware, and enthusiasm for dare. So this is how we build the whole curriculum in soil. Besides teaching the basic disciplines of finance, marketing, operations, IT, HR that all good schools do and we also do, we on top of that teach them 3 core courses on how to think in a holistic way. We call one course whole systems thinking, the other course we call decision making, and third we call critical thinking through problem solving. So all these 3 dimensions then sit on top of the functional disciplines and help people to take real life decisions in a holistic way. That is what we call competence. So we are very fortunate that besides getting a support of all these consortium of companies who were our clients for many years, each one of the investors and shareholders in this school, like Mr. Nokia, the former chairman of Crompton Greaves, who was my first client when I started my consulting career today. 2nd April 1991, I founded a company called Aisher Consultancy, ECS. And Mr. Nokia was my first client. He is now the chairman of our school. And the other people like Yogesh Andle, who's the founder of Nucleus Software, or it is Bala Subramaniam, who was the president of Vaisya Bank. Each one of these people who are invested, or Analjit Singh, who is the chairman of Max Group, they were all our clients and they believed in our vision and values. They supported us. And my own life's journey is that, when I was very young in college, I was very blessed that I had a good set of family and parents, and my father was my best friend, and he would always encourage us to explore our own creative potential. I think the biggest challenges we face are that because we have chosen a very new space, it's like creating a new category. There's nothing called a leadership school in the country. And to create a new management education program, which is focusing on inspired leadership, is creating a new category. And see, we did not go to the government for approval because we said if we go to them, they will try to interfere with our curriculum and they will tell us to teach more of the same. So we are waiting for the law in this country to be changed because I think they are going to move from a control orientation to more of learning outcome and quality orientation. See, when I created Soil, I was already in my 50s. Then my wife and family were asking, and even close friends, see, you sold your consulting business, you got fair bit of money. This is a time for you to relax, do the customary teaching and coaching and advising others, join boards of companies. Why do you want to set up an entrepreneurial kind of venture once again? Because from iShare, I created iShare Consultancy, which was a new entrepreneurial venture. Then we created Grow Talent. They said, why are you doing it a third time? And I said, it's not about me and trying to relax and having a good time. For me, having a good time is doing something worthwhile. It is to serving a cause. It is having the real satisfaction that you are making a difference.
So I've always been inspired by Anil's leadership. I have known Anil for a long time, maybe 3 decades plus. And I think his passion, commitment to develop world-class leaders has been quite remarkable. And if I have to be honest, I think that's really the first reason for me to be associated with Soil. The second important reason I believe is Soil is a bit different from the run-of-the-mill management schools. The idea is to create comprehensive leaders. Leaders who just not drive business and business outcomes, but leaders who, while driving business and business outcomes, also have a view on social impact. And I think that's a very laudable and a completely relevant focus for business schools to have in developing future leaders.
We need citizens, we need leaders who care. Soil is all about building leaders who care. I'm at Soil because of belief. I believe in the people who set up this institute. I believe in the people who are part of this institute, and I believe in the values of this institute. Ultimately, business wants talent. We have a lot of people, but we have a scarcity of talent. And the recognition of the kind of talent that is needed is best within each business. Taking that understanding and defining that for establishing curricula, for establishing methods of study, for helping students understand what employers are eventually looking at is critical. Therefore, partnerships that are truly dynamic, that are vibrant, that are alive, that are true between companies and education institutions is absolutely essential, and Soil is doing that.
In my opinion, an entrepreneur is one who is asking new questions. He sees there is a real need in society to be fulfilled. And because he dares to ask new questions, then that idea becomes so overpowering in his heart, not the mind, heart. It develops that sense of enthusiasm and passion. And that commitment to that cause excites the person so much that he can clearly see the future. He has that dream. Therefore, he is willing to take personal risks. Therefore, he is willing to work 24/7. Because the idea seizes the person.
So start ignition, count to 0. I just wanna be a superhero.